pyrotechnics as their guys get set to match up between the Washington football team and the Atlanta Falcons. Josh Lambo now ready to put this one in the air. And off we go on EA Sports. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
And he powers his way up past the 30. Call it a gain of 5 that time, and they'll be left with a 3rd and about 4.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent game.
3rd down.
And they'll look to avoid an early 3 and out here on 3rd and 4. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. That good for 19 yards as they pick up the conversion on 3rd.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball in the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. They go play action here on 1st down. And that'll be complete to the running back, Gibson. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. And I think that's a pretty good illustration of why they try to get the football into his hands out of the backfield. That was something else. To Samuel on the quick throw. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's 2nd down. Going to give this time to the tailback. And only a yard this time as he's taken down right around the 26.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
And for the Falcons, 5 men in the secondary, now on 3rd. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. That's complete to his receiver, McLaurin. And that's going to be good for another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 14. It's a 1st down for Washington on a pickup of 11.
Washington.
Counting down toward the midway point in quarter 1. On 1st down, it's Gibson. And he takes us down to about the 12 for a gain of 3.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
On 2nd down now, it's Gibson. And here he'll get it down to the 7. This will be play number 9 coming up on this relatively long opening drive as they look to convert on 3rd down. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by Jamal Adams. And not much on the return there. He'll take it only up to the 9-yard line. So far this season, this defense has had their issues against the pass, so that's a great sign for them to get the early pick.
Yeah, confidence builder for them and an absolute shock for the quarterback because he went into it. He saw the numbers we saw. He watched them on tape. I think he came into this one thinking this is going to be a big day, and it very well could be. But early in this one, advantage defense. Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
On second down, Kamara. And a nice gain there as he'll be taken down just shy of the 20.
Okay, he didn't break that one all the way, but you got to know that he feels like he's right on the verge, and that's probably exactly what he's telling him in the huddle right now.
Here's Kamara trying to run for it. That one whistled against a big right tackle.
You'd think being able to fire out and block, it'd be a lot easier to not commit a holding penalty, but it's tough to keep those guys right in front, isn't it?
To throw on third down, McDonald. Open man is Thielen. It's complete. And he will finally go out of bounds just shy of the 40. A big play on third down for the Falcons. 49 yards. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. From the gun, it's a run for Kamara. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down. From the gun, it's McDonald. And incomplete on the deep ball. He was trying to get it to his running back, Alvin Kamara. And it's 3rd and 5.
3rd and 5.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Out of the gun, McDonald. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off around the 27.
Good job over there, baby. I see y'all. Good job over there, baby.
1st down 10. At their own 27-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Well, they were intercepted the first time they had the football, but now they get it back, and it's still 0-0.
And because of that, you know what the thought process is? Interception. What interception? It didn't really happen because they gave up no points. So go back on the attack. Go back and run the offense you believe will be successful. Find your playmakers and give them the football.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Now a throw here, hauled in. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 11 yards there, 1st down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before you get a good head of steam going.
They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to pile that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
On play action, they'll throw. Now he'll escape to his right. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's 3rd.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Completes it to Samuel. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. 13 yards there and a Washington first. From Falcon territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 41. Here's a quick throw out wide. It's McLaurin. And he's going to get this inside the 30. They'll get 13 yards for the second play in a row.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
And he'll take this down just shy of the 25-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
Brings up 2nd and 8.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Open man is Howard, the tight end. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. A well-executed 22-yard gain. Now a run with Moss. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal.
That's someone who's pretty happy right there. That's the defense coordinator. Body after body getting to him before he can get started.
2nd and goal from inside the 5. A quick throw complete into the flat out left. And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown. From 4 yards out, as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. It's good, and Washington will take a 7-0 lead.
7. Falcons, nothing.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this carries into the end zone. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
At their own 29-yard line.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And, you know, it's certainly a lot of football left to play. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're in first place in their division, looking really good and looking to be a threat come January.
And are you one of those early holiday shoppers, partner? Are you one of those guys get your list done? Because I think about what every team has on their holiday shopping list right now. What's the number 1 goal? Make the playoffs. Number 2, win your division. Number 3, and I think the biggest goal of all, try to get the number 1 seed so you get that first round bye and ensure you don't have to go anywhere in January and hopefully get to the Super Bowl that way.
And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. Defense was expecting run, and they're dealt a pass of over 15 yards. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman, both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
So they'll take the yardage and tack on 15 more for the face mask.
Talk about a play that absolutely costs you in the end. Just trying to do your job, right? Trying to get him on the ground. Next thing you know, they march off another 15 against your squad.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Falcons. A 22-yard touchdown grab. And the Falcons are an extra point away from tying the football game. And, partner, they found a gap there on the post pattern, and it was in the middle third of the field.
And that's really difficult to do because ordinarily the safeties are back there to prevent that happening. But they found the opening and exploited it.
Point after by Lambeau, up and good. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
Washington will take over 1st and 10. At their own 25-yard.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Well, big play on the catch and run, covering 34 yards. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And his throw's going to be incomplete. He was trying to get it to Terry McLaurin, but it's going to be second down. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's a perfect word for it, precise, because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well. Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. Nice third down conversion and even 20 yards.
First down, Washington.
They'll run on first down. Gibson, and he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. 2 yards the loss, second and 12.
This defense is really fluid around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense got to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
Here we go on second and 12. He finds his tight end Howard. That's complete. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. That catch good for 5. It's third down.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
Out of the gun now on third down. The third down battle won by Atlanta's defense. Solid coverage.
They really had a good drive going there, but a nice recovery by the defense these past few downs, able to knock that one away on third down and bring up what I think for the offense, an unexpected fourth down here.
And Hopkins' kick is good. And it's 3-0 Washington. So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays, and when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. You're down 3, under a minute to go. How aggressive are you going to be in this spot?
Not as aggressive as I probably would want to be. Only down 3. I mean, it might as well be even going into the half. That's not a deficit that makes me want to push it and potentially make a mistake in this situation and cost myself even more points.
But boy, getting in a field goal range and tying it, that's tempting.
Awfully enticing. You almost talked me into it.
They'll come up now, second and 4 from the 31. McDonald sets to throw. They'll set up the screen now to Kamara. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
First and 10. McDonald. Left side completion to Jones. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out.
Are you kidding me?
So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a first and 20. Throwing is McDonald. And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for second down. From the gun, McDonald flush to his right. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down.
They certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. And how about the call here? They need 2 yards in their own territory on 4th down, and they're going to go for it. They'll try and throw for it here. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And with 1 second left, they get the timeout, and they'll have a chance to kick the field goal before intermission. So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. It'll come from the right hash. It's a 47-yard attempt. And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe. So thanks to the late field goal, we are all tied up heading to intermission. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, and ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. Takes this about 5 yards deep, and the half will begin with a touchback. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. They have a chance to break our tie here as we get a look at the first drive of quarter 3.
And it's such a tone setter, isn't it? Because both sides trying to seize momentum to begin the half. What do they have dialed up that'll give them an advantage to move the ball downfield?
Let's find out what they have dialed up. To throw on second down, McDonald. Out of the backfield, that's complete to Kamara. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. Give him 2 yards on that play, and that'll bring up a 3rd down. That's to his running back. It's Alvin Kamara. Oh, and now he bowls him over. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
Now a man open down the middle of the field. The catch and run pays off for 29 yards. Cool under pressure right there, escaping the pocket and finding what I think was not his primary target.
And some of these guys are just so comfortable getting outside of the pocket that they'll do it on purpose. It doesn't even need to be a breakdown. Just they move, and they know it affects the defense, because a lot of times you get lost in coverage in the secondary, and I think you're exactly right. Wasn't his primary target. Found a secondary guy who sprang open, probably because of his movement out of the pocket.
Looking left sideline, incomplete. So back-to-back incompletions. 3rd down here and 10, but you're still in field goal range.
And that's the thing to keep in mind. They're in field goal range. So now you don't take any unnecessary risks, but you try and find a way to get back to what you were doing earlier in the drive in order to finish this one off.
And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts, this time on 3rd down.
A 49-yard attempt.
And this one is right down the middle. And the Falcons are out to a 3-0 advantage. Well, they don't get a touchdown here in the opening drive of the 3rd quarter, but I think maybe you still say mission accomplished as they come away with the lead.
No, absolutely. You keep the pressure on, right? You go downfield, get some points up on the board, and hope that you've motivated your defense to take the field and hold that lead.
10 at their own 25-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half, Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. And he'll take this one across the 45 up to about the 46-yard line.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know you're trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
The throw right sideline here is complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 27 yards there, a first down.
27 on the play. And the Washington first down.
Here's a quick throw out left. That's caught. 3 yards the gain there, second down.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8. That last play backwards a yard.
I know they'd love to take some heat off of that young quarterback, but so far, not much in the running game, and this won't help things either. A loss on that play.
That's going to be caught by Samuel. And he maybe makes it back to the line of scrimmage. That's it. The completion there winds up a wash, and it'll bring up 4th down.
A 42-yard attempt.
Hopkins' kick is good. And that's going to tie us at 13. So that's a 7-play drive that ultimately stalls out there at the end.
Yeah, things were a little leaky in the beginning on that drive, weren't they? But how about the front 7? As they got closer to the goal line, things stiffened a little bit, forced the field goal.
Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right?
It's caught inside the 25. And he's a long ways into Washington territory before hitting the turf. Excellent execution, and now they're set up nicely.
Are they ever? Red zone? I wonder what the next play call is going to be, because after a big play like that, a lot of teams like to use momentum to launch another one.
And he's going to push his way down to about the 12. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
And they'll let their fullback try and push the pile. And he's got the first down as he gets it to the 8. 4 yards on the play, and that leads to the 1st and goal. Try to pound it in, Kamara. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
It's a loss of 1.
So it'll be 2nd and goal when we return. We've played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Another shot from the 9 on 2nd and goal. They'll let the QB keep it here off the option. So some holding over on the left side of that O-line.
And I know for the guys trying to move those big defensive people, they'd love for them to stay in one spot. But they move around so quick and so fast that sometimes you just have to grab them.
A crucial penalty there as the hold backs them up for another 2nd and goal. McDonald. And this is caught for a Falcon touchdown. Hayden Hurst his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Falcons have broken our tie.
Now it's a beautiful ball right there as he waited for his tight end to come uncovered in the end zone, so give him points for patience as well. Delivered it right where it needed to be for 6 points.
Extra point tacked on by Lambo, and they will take a 7-point lead.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. Washington will take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And now after the touchdown a moment ago, they work from behind in a 7-point game in this 4th quarter. Plenty of time on the clock. Slings this deep from McLaurin. Oh, he's got some breathing room. He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
Well, we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw. Because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational.
Looking downfield for Jones. Oh, wide open, complete. Touchdown, Falcons. Julio Jones with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Falcons will extend their lead. And he's able to put it through.
Makes the score Falcons 27. Washington 13.
And Lambo now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. Fielded in the end zone. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And last time, 1-play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
Taking a shot for Samuel. And the defense loses him. It's complete. And he takes this thing way down into Atlanta territory. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. Slings this deep from McLaurin. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. A gain of 28 yards there and give them a 1st down.
Washington.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. He'll let one go deep for Howard. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington. O.J. Howard with touchdown number 7 on the year. And Washington has made this a 1-score game. And that'll cut the lead down now to a touchdown.
Makes the score Falcons 27, Washington 20.
This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. Taken in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these teams, special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive. Almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
The Pro Bowl wideout Julio Jones is intended receiver. That'll bring up 2nd down. They'll run out of the gun with Kamara. And he'll take this up only to about his 18-yard line. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
All right, that's a decent game there, but it hasn't been his best game overall. So I wonder what the mindset is of his team. Do they want him to handle the football and try and close this game out? Or are they going to make an alternative plan and maybe go in a different direction?
I think they need him, and this is his time to shine. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Operating from the gun, McDonald. Got his man complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. They go for it on 4th down, and it pays off big time as they pick up 29. Throw left side complete. That's Jones. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards. In Washington territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 34. Here's McDonald to throw. Oh, no, he lost the football. And it's Washington that scoops it up. And he'll return this one just shy of midfield to the 49. Holding on to the football becoming a little bit of an issue. He had 2 fumbles last week, remember.
I played for a guy that used to talk all the time about creating turbulence in the pocket, making the quarterback jumpy, make him antsy, keep getting after him.
And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. But this will fortunately wind up out of bounds. Can almost see inside his face mask there the look of relief. He coughed it up, but it goes out of bounds. They keep it.
Someone carrying around the lucky horseshoe, aren't they? If I were him, I'd go out and play the lottery after that one. A very fortunate man.
And they're operating in plus territory here. They're thinking points. Definitely don't want to lose the football at this juncture. That's over 40 yards of movement with those last 2 plays. A looming decision to make on the conversion, down 7, but first things first, they need to score as they come up on 1st and goal. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. Only a yard that time, 2nd and goal. The line of scrimmage, the 7 now on 2nd and goal. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. And incomplete. He tried to leave it underneath, nearly got picked. They may be lucky to have that one back. 3rd down. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game.
Partner, you absolutely cannot take a sack in that situation. Now, it's also 4th down.
He'll look to throw. And no, it's incomplete. They can't hook up here on the 4th down pass attempt. And the Falcons defense stands tall. They'll get the football back. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Trying to run down some clock with Kamara. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Again, it's Kamara. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. Now Washington going to use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. Here's McDonald off of the play fake. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Now Washington going to go ahead and use their final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. The Falcons send out their punter as his first punt will come from inside his own end zone. And that one didn't accomplish a whole lot. It'll be down inside the 35-yard line.
Washington will take over 1st and 10.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. A pretty decent gain on the tough run before he's brought down at the 25. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
And remember, field goal does them no good in this situation.
You got to think they should be taking some shots for the end zone soon. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Gibson, and he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. Escaping the pressure right. And he can't hang on to it. That would have sealed it. Instead, 2nd down. Nearly an interception. If that one's picked off, it's over. So a new lease on life, so to speak.
A lot of times when you're in coverage, you're so focused on the man and the coverage that sometimes the ball, if it arrives, it surprises you. That may have happened to him in that situation.
Antonio Gibson, the intended target. But now it'll be 3rd down. An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
He's back to throw. Flushed out right. And he is across and in for the score. And now they can tie the game in the final stages with the extra point.
Or they can go for 2 and go for the win. And while it appears the heavy lifting was accomplished by scoring the touchdown, they're still down 1. That extra point is not a gimme.
Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. Boy, hard to ask for a better game thus far. 27 apiece is our score as the kick's away. This is taken just shy of the 10. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. They, of course, tie game, would like to avoid overtime if they could.
And a lot of people would go ahead and play it safe here and get to overtime and try and win it there. But, you know, sitting up here in the booth,
take some gambles.
I say let's go for this thing, try and push it, and maybe catch the defense back on their heels a bit.
See if they do that. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off at the 48, and his guys are going to take over at their own 48-yard line.
Their own 48-yard line.
A good starting spot for Washington as they come up 1st and 10. Just shy of midfield at the 48. He's going to take a shot right away for the end zone. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. And here in overtime, if the team that receives the ball scores a touchdown, it's over. If they don't, we can still have some more football.
That's exactly.
So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And they will play it safe here and bring this one out to the 25. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. They control their own destiny here. They have the football in overtime. Obviously a touchdown to win it.
I think teams around the league are still adjusting to the idea of going downfield, scoring a touchdown wins the game, because they were used to just going downfield and trying to get in field goal range to win a game. Still having to make that transition. Let's face it now, the ones who are doing it best know they need to go down, attack, put the ball in the end zone, and not leave it up to a field goal and give the other.
And the Falcons get there. The Falcons get the sack. Down he goes. Josh Allen in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
3rd and 14.
Eluding the pressure right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. Oh, so close but incomplete. Could have been a big turnover in overtime if he'd held on. Instead, though, it's fourth down. Here's Tressway now. On for a very important punt here in overtime. Fair catch called for and made at about the 32-yard line. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. Their defense did its job, got the stop. All they need is 3, and this is over.
Couldn't have done much else other than score themselves and end it. But they turned it back over to them, and now all they need is a field goal to win the game. An excellent job by the defense. Can the offense finish things off?
And part 1 is done, now part 2. 4 receivers now in the formation. 3 to the left, 1 to the right on 2nd and 7. Now a throw here, hauled in. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. Good work after the catch. Going to net him 23 and a first. In Washington territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 43. 2 minutes left in this overtime session and still all tied. Now a first down carry. It's Kamara. He gets it forward for 4, maybe 5, but the flags fly. And this one could be coming back. They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. From the gun, it's McDonald. That's complete to his running back, Kamara. And he's into the end zone for the touchdown.